Overview.
Alright.
Give me the pencil bag.
Give me my
Okay, where is it at?
Can't see it.
Where's your stuff and things?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, where's my stuff and things, Fred?
Alright, Friday's up here. It's Friday, she doesn't need to be picked on.
Friday.
Friday.
Friday, why is everyone so hostile?
Okay, alright, here we go. On the board in front of you, I have an insurance chart. Okay, here's what I'd like you to do. In your notebook, right now, have your notebooks out, open up. I want you to pick one of these policies right now. You get to choose, you have to write it down. Now what I mean by picking one of them, you have to pick a 10-20, a 20-40, 40-80, or 75-150. You have to pick one of those. I will give you the high risk, low risk, or average risk in a minute. So pick 10-20, 20-40, 40-80, or 75-150. I'm going to pick 20-40. This is mine. So you have to go through, pick your own. Right now, one of those four. So this is mine. Again, this is personal injury. This is vehicle damage. That's what these numbers represent. You have to pick one of those on your own. You have to write it down right now in your notebook. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to check. As you pick it, I'm going to tell you which one you are. Okay? It's no personal thing. I'm just picking one, and you have to figure it out on the chart. So you pick one right now. One of those four. Just write down. 10, 20, 20, 40, 48, or 75, 150. Pick. Okay? You're going to be average. Okay? 20, 40. You are low. You are average.
Wait, write all of that?
You're going to be high. You're going to be... Okay. You just pick one right now. You're going to be average. High risk. You don't even get the choice. You get high. So pick one also. You're high.
48.
Low.
24.
You're average.
Oh,
You're definitely high risk.
What's low risk?
You're low risk. You're definitely high risk. You're low.
Yes!
Definitely high risk. You're definitely high risk.
Okay.
Low, average, you're high risk. Alright.
I'm high risk, I'm actually on high.
You're high.
Why high? I want to be low.
No, I don't trust you. You're high. You tried to hurt Fred. Alright, so. Okay, hey, what do you need to do right now? Whatever number I told you, high, low, medium, whatever. You have to find your number right now. Now, I will let you guys decide which one I am. Low, average, or high? High. Come on. Alright, so I'm 20-40, I'm high. This is my number. Okay, take that number right now, write that down next to your problem. So mine, since I'm a high-risk person that you guys chose that, I figured you guys would pick that on me. I'm $470. Okay.
Yeah, what am I high on?
You're on the high-risk insurance because you're going to definitely run into something.
What about yeah, because you can't see the board.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so you have to find that number for you. So if you chose, because I know like some of you picked the 75-150 and I told you average, this is your number you're picking. If you were the low person, this was yours. If you picked the 10-20 and I told you you were high, that was your number. You have to write that down right now. You do need that number. What?
470. This is why you're high risk insurance.
Yeah. High risk. 470. That's for me. You guys chose it.
I can't reach the steering wheel.
Yeah, you're high risk. You can't see over the steering wheel. That's right. All right. Okay. Now that we have it. Okay. Property damage. You have to pick one of the four. Now, once you pick one of the four, I'm going to pick. Just knowing that you guys are now drivers, I'm now picking for sure 25 for property. I'm picking that one. Now, here's the problem. You guys already told me that I'm high risk, so I don't get to choose that number anymore. Since you told me that I'm a high risk person, I have to pick the 99. Okay, because I picked the 25.
Does it matter which one we pick from?
No, so you get to pick 5, 10, 25, or 50 right now, but I told you that if you're low, average, or high, so you got to go find that where that's at in your chart. Okay? And we're going to have you share this number with us here in a second. Now, these are my two numbers. I have to add these two together right now. You have to add your two right now. So 470 plus 99, this is mine. Oof. That's an expensive insurance policy. Oof.
What is the 5, I know the 5 or 50 determined.
That's property, so property damage, so it's your coverage, $5,000 property damage, $20,000 property damage, $50,000 property damage, it's like what your coverage would cover.
What is the
So if
last?
you were to get in a wreck and run into a building, whatever they would pick, that's the payout that they would pay,
What's the best choice?
50.
50?
50,000. It's the highest price, but they'll pay out the most money.
There's 900.
Okay,
Okay, so if you have high risk
yes,
and you completely went into a building, you completely like drive through
Yep.
the building,
depends on which one you have
and you
here.
hit like 50
You probably want to pick 50 if you're a really bad driver.
until the cat
If you're a pretty decent driver, pick one of these.
There was an accident, it went
Okay.
out in front of me.
Yeah, alright. Okay. Now, hey, does everyone have their numbers added up?
Yeah.
Okay, the last thing we have to do, and this is the sad part. If you're a male in this room, the males in this room, that's including myself. Hey, if you're a male in the room, you have to take your number. This was my number. You have to now multiply by 1.77. If you are a female in this room, you're gonna take whatever your number is. Mine was this number. Now, I can't do this. You're gonna multiply by 0.17.
For girls?
For girls, you have to multiply by 0.17. Okay, once you find your number.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it.
I like this.
Yeah, I know. So males versus females.
Maximum.
That's one number one.
Mine's a lot.
Okay, in a little bit, you are going to present your numbers up front.
No!
More
You should dump me.
Double.
You have to, so females have to multiply by 1.17.
I have a question. Do you need a license to drive a lawnmower?
No, you do not.
Lawnmower then, right?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Okay,
Oh my God.
alright. Now, hey, this is your price of insurance every 6 months. So, if you're on that one payment plan, every 6 months you have to pay, this is what I would have to pay every 6 months. So I have to have that saved up, because that's the bill that's coming at the end of 6 months. If I chose to be on a payment plan, every month they would take that money out of my account automatically. That does make the payments lower, and I don't have to think about savings. Okay, I'm gonna call you up one at a time. You're gonna go present your number on the board, where you were, what risk you were, and what your number turned out to be. Now, if a person is in the room that has the same number as you, before you leave, before you step back, if you had the same numbers, because maybe you picked the 10-20 or the 20-40 like somebody else, like let's say Brandon goes first, and you pick the same number as him, but you picked a different property damage, you will present yours next. So if you're connected to Brandon's, you're gonna go. If you're at a different risk level, you will still present next, because that's a different number. So, Brandon, you're starting first. You get to come up here now. Do you want to be on camera or no? Okay, all right, come on up. Okay, walk us through the numbers. What did you come up with? You can write it down on the board over there and use a marker. Okay, you're presenting.
Alright, I had 75, 150.
Good choice.
Okay, Brandon.
Okay, now were you high risk or low risk?
I was average.
Okay, circle it.
No,
The number. Okay, leave that. There you go. That's fine. You can circle both. All right, so that's fine. All right. Walk us through the numbers you pick later.
50.
50. So you're going the maximum coverage.
And so then I had 98, which means 620 plus.
Or whatever.
Where do you want me to put that number?
Put it down below.
Alright.
620 plus your 98.
Then I got $718. And then take that times 1.17.
1.77.
No, female, Brandon.
Don't worry.
I did that.
1.77. $1,270 to $1,270.86.
You said 1270?
Yep.
Yeah.
0.86. Now, that's high risk, the most maximum coverage. If you divide that number by 6, which I didn't ask you to do, that is $211 per month. That's a lot. That is maximum coverage. Your insurance company, if you get in a lot of wrecks, if you get into if you get a lot of speeding tickets, they might force you to be in that group. No joke. They automatically may force your parents, even though it might be your parents that insure that car. They may be forced to the high risk or average and into the highest possible number. Okay. All right. Now, who's connected to the 75 150? Anyone else pick that category?
Me.
Both, Fred, come on, present. Did you have the exact same, you were high risk, so you get to present.
Ward, did you divide that over by 6?
I divided to get that $211.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Fred, present. Do the best you can here. Here's what we got. You want to be on camera or no?
I don't care.
Good.
Can't even see.
Okay, you picked the 5. Okay, you can erase all those other numbers that you circled.
And 72. I would just go with my overall answer.
That's good.
There's an eraser up there, by the way.
Ah, that's right. He's good.
Wow, Fred.
How expensive is it?
Big spender.
Expensive.
Is it?
1,605.
You spend more money and I'm making more money.
Whoa.
Big baller.
Okay, yeah, that's big. All right, so now, hey, there's only one thing I wanna do up here. Oops, sorry. I wanna get rid of a couple of things that Brandon had here. He had average. Fred had high risk. All right, look at the difference in price. Brandon picked well, he didn't have a choice. He had average insurance. Look at the difference. And even Brandon even picked the higher property damage. He picked the 50, so he had $98 for the extra property damage. Fred still paid more than him because he was a high risk insurance person, and he still picked lower property damages. So you can see the massive difference. Now, Fred's number, the 1605.39, if we divided that by 6 months, so $1,605.39, we divide by 6 months. Fred's paying $267 a month. That's $50 more than what Brandon had to pay, just because he was put on high risk insurance.
Big baller.
That's a lot. That's literally another car payment for some people's cars.
You a big baller.
Okay, all right. Next group, who is connected to higher risk this time? Okay, great, go show. Okay, erase all those numbers that are, actually leave the bottom green numbers though. This will be interesting to see. So, Rachel at high risk, she can pick whatever other number. She may not have the same numbers that Fred and Brandon had, but she picked her own insurance before I gave her a risk. So she's going 40/80. That's pretty much normal. That's average.
1.7. 1.17 will be way cheaper.
Yeah, so she has way cheaper, and she picked $10,000 property damages. Again, these are all in 10,000. So yeah, 610 plus the 84. Yeah, look at this. This is high risk female. In a different category, she had a different multiplier. Okay? Question?
Can I go up?
I wanna go.
I did the same exact thing.
Okay, good.
Can
All
I
right.
talk to Andrew?
Yes. All right, so Andrew's going up next now. Before you go up there, Andrew. Now, look at this. This is a high risk female with just one difference in property or personal damage. She picked higher than what Brandon had, but she paid significantly less. What was that, $800? Or is that 900?
811.
811.
Divided by 6, it's 135.33.
That's $100 less than some of the males that were in here. Brad, she was almost $200 less than yours. Just because, and she was high risk too, but she was a female.
She's cheap.
Yeah, yeah, all right. Go up there, Andrew, let's see what you got.
Cheated.
I'm a big
Big
baller.
money.
All right.
Alright, so I had the same exact stuff as her.
High risk.
And 10.
Same, wow, okay. We had all the same now. The only difference here is male versus female. This is the best one then.
That'll be 1.77.
Best one yet. Male versus female, exact same personal damages, vehicle. Yeah, the same one. This is stupidly insane. Okay, perfect.
Oh, word, you're gonna love mine.
All right. Look at the absolute difference here. Okay? this is, what you're seeing there, that was two of the same people, same vehicle. One was male versus female, both under high risk. There was literally a $600 difference, $500 difference there. That's insane. Same cars, just same age of person. The only difference, the gender was different. This is the biggest problem I have with insurance companies. You're seeing it right there. Carly, go next. I know you said yours was connected
Do we
to
have to
theirs.
be on camera?
No, I can turn it off. You want it off?
Yes.
All right. That's fine. You respect that? Okay. Okay. Hey. Okay. What you're seeing here. This is high risk, the lowest property or the lowest personal injury, kind of medium property damage. Look at this. Female with high risk picking the lowest numbers possible, still overshot, had $343, she even divided by 6, got $57 payment. She was still lower than somebody that had a low risk insurance at a higher premium, right? At the personal injury level, they picked the 4080, picked the 340, had property damage, but still came in undercutting. So this might be something like, you might get away with it picking higher risk, but you have to lower what personal injury coverage you have. Sometimes you don't have an option if you get under high risk insurance. If you get too many speeding tickets, your insurance company will pick the personal injury coverage automatically. You don't have the choice. It might be the Ben situation, he got thrown in the highest end up there. We had the lowest end now picked, but still higher risk. You may not have that option. Okay? Question? Yes, you may. All right, Jessica, you ready to go? You want to try yours? Do you want me to turn off the camera?
No.
Okay. Sorry, turn it back on because I want to get that on the screen. So, all right, do the best you can. Try to erase some of those circles that are up there.
Can I erase this?
The bottom ones, keep all those other numbers that are rounded, but you can erase all the circles that are.
Circle the 10. You didn't say 10.
Okay.
Go down below that. Where's the 25?
25. All right. Oh, this is really good. So very 25.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So very comparable earlier. So so we had okay. So earlier we had the 340, 398. So now we're adding this in. We had a higher property damage because maybe the insurance company said that you had to have higher coverage. She's still female, like the last one we had. So 361. Slight difference in payment because maybe you had higher property damage coverage. So $60 payment. Now, hey, so this is good. Stop making that face on the screen. All right. Now, hey, this is good. Hey, really good comparison. $3 difference. Coverage was way different. Okay, Bannister, which one did you pick earlier?
The 10 and the 10 and 84.
An 84. Okay. Slight difference in coverage here. Went up from a $10,000 coverage to $25,000, so that covers more property damages. Okay. But the idea is that it was $3 difference in insurance. So that's not bad. Maybe you want to do that. That's actually why they encourage you to go to higher property damage. It only costs me $3 extra a month, and I'm covered 25 grand in case I run into something that was a building stationary out here. Okay. All right. Now. What? What?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I did the lowest price and like the lowest 140 and then the 548 and that came out to 219 and then divide that by 6 is 36.66.
36. So if you went the low risk, low numbers, you could have had
Can I go?
$30. You said
36.66.
$36 a month. That's not bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I would not personally want that type of coverage. The reason why? Any type of personal injury. Now, on this card, what you're actually looking at here, I want you to see this. So thank you for all those volunteers. I'm not going to ask for any more today. Here's the thing. On this insurance card that I'm giving you, this chart's slightly different than the one I gave you the other day. All right. So what you're actually looking at here, this number over here. So this is something I didn't tell you when you first started. This is just the property damages and vehicle coverage. So if you're getting in a wreck with somebody that has an Escalade and you caused the wreck, you better have maybe the $50,000 coverage pick, the maximum.
Katie wants to go
Okay.
beach
Fred had
park.
75, 159, 75, 150, and how the higher tonight average.
So 75 and 150. I just picked random.
Oh.
I just picked random. Didn't matter. Yeah, everywhere in the room. I just kind of went around. You're high, you're low, you're medium. Yeah, I just picked. Okay.
Where's my pencil?
Hey. Okay. What the property damage covers vehicles. What you're actually looking here, and I didn't tell you this earlier. This is your own coverage. This is for others. So I didn't tell you that earlier. What you're actually looking at this chart, the 20 and the 40, is actually what they pay you if you get personally injured. And the second number behind it is what you would pay others if you injured other people. So I didn't tell you that, because the other day, I was showing you numbers like this, where my insurance company tells me numbers where this is vehicle and this is personal. They just have them back to back. So it's like property and personal. This is different. Very, very different. Okay? So I want you to see what this makes a difference on. Like, personally, if I was doing this, I'd probably be, not the high risk, but I would want to be in these two categories. Personally, because I need to make sure that I'm covered in case I get severely injured, and if I injure others. And this is a maximum payout for any party that's involved. So if there's 4 people in the car, you're only getting $40,000 for all 4 of them. Okay? This is all the property damage. This may not cover all the cars that were damaged. So now you're paying out of pocket. So you got to be very, very careful. It's not smart to go after the lowest risk. Because here's the thing, if you get an offender bender, it's easily more than $5,000 in some cases. Especially with all the newer models, it's not easy to fix those vehicles.
There's no property damage, only $5.
No, 5,000. These are in thousands. So like personal injury, those are in thousands. 10,000, 20,000, 20,000, 40,000. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Okay. All right. Hey, here's what I'm going to have you do today. Homework wise. Okay, homework wise. This homework is due on Monday. It's a short turnaround, I know. Because I want to move on from this insurance stuff. Okay, here you go. It's page 121. You have one more.
And then I'd go to Jersey.
Okay, this is due Monday. That's your homework today. That's it.
We didn't get a homework today?
So,
Give it. Fred will give me my pencil.
give it back to her, Fred. Stop picking on her. No, finishing. This is due on Monday. Short turnaround. I'm only giving you 4 problems, but it's due Monday. You have to use this chart, by the way. They're gonna ask you to use the chart.
Why
Question?
you passing notes in class?
Yes.
You can print the whole class.
Okay, alright, there you go. Homework is due Monday. Keep that in mind.
Sorry, Mr. Ward.